Good morning. Today is Friday, May 1st, 2020. My name is John Kinseth. I'm the Deputy City Manager of the City of Decatur. Fortunately, I'm here today to talk about the new governor's order, which ultimately provides a 1-month extension through the end of May for the current stay-at-home order. On a positive side, there was some relaxation of the rules from the previous executive order, as well as some additional requirements. So taking those in that order, the relaxation of the rules does allow for more outdoor recreational activities. Opening of state parks, the park in Clinton, Illinois is the closest state park for us that will be opening as of today. Additional modifications under this stay-at-home order extension also include the reopening of non-essential stores for telephone and online order pickup. They will not allow you into the stores, but you can do curbside pickup of orders placed in other manners. Unfortunately, the additional restriction that also came with this order is the requirement for face coverings when in public indoor places such as grocery stores, gas stations, etc. Employers are required to provide face coverings for all employees that have a difficult time maintaining the 6-foot social distancing, and you are also likely to see occupancy limits now being enforced or better regulated at many of the local stores, such as grocery stores, Walmart, etc. Bottom line is that the City of Decatur knows and sympathizes with the small businesses and all the businesses that have been closed over the last month and a half and will continue to be closed over the month moving forward. This is a real economic crisis for all of us. At the same time, there is also a health crisis. What the City of Decatur is seeking to do is to balance both the health crisis and the economic crisis that we are currently in. We do plan to enforce the governor's orders, but what we are ultimately trying to do is find middle ground. Find middle ground that can slowly reopen the economy while not putting the health at risk for all of our community members. The City Council will have a regular scheduled City Council meeting on Monday night, May 4th. One of the ordinances that's on that agenda does relate to a local ordinance requiring face masks to be worn in public places, very much in line with the governor's orders. Without this local ordinance, it will be difficult to enforce the face mask requirement. And so that is why staff put forward this item for the City Council's consideration. Whether or not this item will make it to the Monday night agenda and whether or not the City Council will act on it and ultimately whether or not they will adopt this ordinance, we don't know. This was an effort by staff to get ahead of this situation and provide basically tools for our local community members to be able to enforce people that do not use common sense, that are resistant to trying to protect others in the community, which ultimately contributes to community spread. Bottom line is that we're looking for all of our residents, our businesses and our residents going into the businesses to use common sense. The face mask is not optional, it is required. We wear the mask to eliminate and reduce the amount of spread that we have within our community. Clearly, at this point, we know that we have COVID-19 cases here in Macon County. We have 111 of them. We've had 12 deaths. The masks help to slow down that spread, and this is our opportunity to take responsible steps and responsible measures from the business perspective so that we can minimize the spread and hopefully reopen the economy faster than we otherwise would be able to. Certainly, many downstate communities, just as Decatur, would like to see us move forward faster than the city of Chicago and Cook County and the collar counties in where they are with their businesses. We know we don't have the same number of cases. However, we also know that people travel in between communities on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and that helps to bring the virus back into our community. Without the usage of masks, that can spread very quickly in Macon County, and it will potentially overrun our healthcare system. That's what we are trying to avoid. What we ask is that people take a common sense approach, wear the covering when you possibly can, whenever it makes sense to, when you're within 6 feet of other people, recognizing that everybody has civil liberties and nobody wants to infringe upon those. Another additional relaxation of the rules that did come in the governor's recent order from yesterday for the upcoming month is the relaxation of rules as it relates to religion and churches. Previously, the city of Decatur had gotten directive from the governor's office that drive-in services for churches was not an option under the previous executive order. However, under this executive order, those rules have been relaxed. Places of worship and religious organizations are now allowed to and encouraged to do online and drive-in services in order to continue to serve their congregants. I understand and recognize that we don't have all the answers that you would probably like today. This executive order was issued last night. City staff, city leaders, the city council, the county, the health department, everybody is looking at it and going through the executive order to determine what steps that we need to take, what steps we can do to better support our residents and our businesses through this time. And a lot of these answers will be provided in time as we move forward over the weekend and into next week. With that, I encourage you to remain positive, remain calm. We will get through this. We will be better because of it. We do recognize the pain that it has caused over the last 5 weeks, and we hope that the next month will be better than the previous. Thank you.
I'm Libby Carricker, community health worker and licensed social worker for SIU Center for Family Medicine in Decatur. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the Pandemic Health Worker Program that we are in partnership with Illinois Department of Health and Family Services. The program can assist in many ways with health and wellness during the COVID crisis. Some of the ways that we can help with is if you are currently having concerns for yourself and others in your home, if you're having concerns for meeting basic needs during this time, if you or others in your home are currently showing symptoms for COVID such as fever, cough, shortness of breath, or other symptoms that are also listed on the CDC website. If you are feeling that you may have been exposed to COVID, and also if you are having trouble coping with stress during this crisis. Pandemic health workers can help remove barriers to health and community services through wellness check-ins by phone, delivering needed supplies, and also by health and emergency connections throughout the community. In order to reach a pandemic health worker, you would call the hotline at 217-545-5100. SIU is currently serving the central and southern part of the state with this hotline. Thank you.